Richie Porte and the rest of his BMC teammates are at the Tour de France aboard a new Teammachine SLR 01. Now there's a number of differences versus the 17 model. For one, something you can't really tell by glancing at it, but you can by looking at the spec sheet, is that the geometry on this bike and the disc version are identical. Now, historically, disc bikes and rim bikes have differed in two main factors. One, a lot of road disc bikes initially were endurance bikes, so you'd see a tall head tube, more relaxed angles. But two, you'd see a longer chainstay to accommodate for the extra width and the resulting difference in chain line. So even with race bikes, you're seeing longer chainstay. Now there's two different ways to go about it for companies that have rim bikes and disc bikes of the same variety. BMC has chosen to have a single geometry to rule them all. The idea being that when their pro riders, if and when I should say, their pro riders switch between one and the other, they should notice no difference in terms of how the bike handles and feels. Another big change on the 2018 bike is the integrated front end. BMC's ICS stem is a nice mix of integrated aesthetics and real-world adjustability. The cables run through the handlebars and then not through the stem but underneath the stem, and there's a nice little piece that bolts on the bottom, giving it a clean look, but you can still get in there and adjust as need be. Teammachine has always been a comfortable race bike. BMC has upped the ante there a little bit with a simple trick, which is making the seat post longer. We've seen a lot of bike companies go to a compact design, which effectively lengthens the seat post, which is where a lot of your comfort comes from on a road bike. And then a few companies have taken that a step further by lowering the clamp point, which effectively lengthens the seat tube. So another design borrowed from the road machine is the clamp, which adjusts from underneath and it extends the post effective length by 4 centimeters or so. A couple of slick features new for the 2018 bike: the integration of the junction box on the down tube, a la the Trek Madone, so you can charge and tune from here. And then up front, there's a little ball bearing joint where the brake housing goes in, so as the handlebars turn, the housing can move a little bit and not kink and crack the housing. So it's small but slick little details. With the size 47 centimeter frame, Porte's has got to be one of the smaller bikes in the peloton here at the Tour de France, but it's certainly not one of the lightest. We weighed this just a little over 7 kilos. We will see how he goes in the high mountains of the Tour.